Hello children. In continuation with the chapter Sustainable Management of Natural Resource, let us look into the next topic of it. When we say that sustainable development is necessary for the continuation, for a longer continuation of the natural resource, then we have to look into these 5 R's of sustainable development. Sustainable development says judicious use of the natural resource. And these 5 R's help in judicious usage of the natural resources available to it. Let's look what they are. First one is reduce, recycle, reuse, refuse, and repurpose or reinvent. Now let us have a brief idea about all 5 of them. When we say refuse, that means replace or don't purchase. We don't purchase a thing which we don't want it. Nature has given us for our need. Nature will not give us anything for our greed. So whatever is required from the nature, we should take it that much only. We should not keep on asking more and more and more. Whatever is needed, how much it is needed, that much only should be taken. Second, reduce, cut back. Reduce means anything which we are taking it from the nature, we should take only that much which is needed by us. And as far as possible, whatever amount we take it, it should be less. For example, if you are extracting petroleum, if you are extracting coal, it should not be like keep on taking it out from the nature's crust. It is whatever is required, and as far as possible reduce the usage of that natural resource which cannot be which cannot be generated again, that is non-renewable sources of energy. Next one is reuse. Use over and over again. Anything which can be used again and again. Something like plastic, something like glass, something like paper. If you have some, you can use that thing again and again for different purposes. Again, you will save on the resource from the nature. Repurpose. Now this repurpose is with the reuse, that you keep on changing the utility factor of a particular item. For example, if a paper is there, we have written it down on the paper. Now that paper becomes useless to us. We can convert that particular paper into a small paper bag. When paper bag usage is done, it can be converted into some kind of artifact. So one single resource, we are trying to use it again and again by reinventing it or repurposing it, the usage of it. Another one, last one, is recycle. Reuse materials as resource. Now when we say recycling, I am not saying that recycling is bad. But in case of recycling, we utilize energy. So whichever resource which is there, which has to be recycled back into its original form, requires energy. So if we have all these 4 monitored, recycle will be quite less. But yes, that is also one of the way to continue the sustainable development of a natural resource. If paper is there, collect the paper and it can be recycled back into fresh paper. One of the item which comes in all the 5 R's is plastic. Plastic also comes in refuse. Don't use it as far as possible. Reduce. If it is utmost necessary, you have to use it. You don't have any other option, then only use it. Or as far as possible, lessen the use of it. Reuse of it. If we have some plastics with us, create new ideas, make something new out of it and then use it. Repurpose it, again change the method of usage. There is one, in this case there is one example which is little out of your course. In Bangalore side, plastics are used to make highways so that the highway can have longer life. So it is one of the good methods of repurposing a particular resource. I am not saying resource, but still repurposing a material. Recycle, yes, plastic should not be thrown as such on the ground, which will clog the drainage, which will make the lands barren. They can be collected and again they can be recycled back into fresh plastics, which can be used for different purposes. So these are 5 R's which are needed for the sustainable development. In this case, there are many examples like of metal, like of glass, which can be recycled, which can be reduced, which can be repurposed for the usage. Now, when we are talking about natural resources, we are talking about natural resources that they should be used judiciously. There should be a sustainable management of natural resources. Whatever we required it, that only we have to take it. So, these are the important points for the natural resources. What are natural resources? For example, water is a natural resource. Petroleum is a natural resource. Coal gas is a natural resource. Rain, which is related to water, is a natural resource. Forest is also a type of natural resource. So let us start looking into these natural resources one by one. Let's take forest first. Forest as a natural resource. Now, when we say forest as a natural resource, definitely the second thing comes in our mind, what are the uses of the forest? Forest not only gives us food, medicines, they are one of the biggest source of oxygen for us. We human beings, we animals, we cannot create oxygen. We just take it from the environment, and plants go for the photosynthesis to release oxygen. So they are the lungs of the earth. When we talk about honey, fruit, gums, all these things, they are used for eating. When we are eating them, it provides us with the supply. They give us food for our consumption. When we talk about animals, they are natural habitat for the animals. They are the home to the animals. When we talk about our homes, timber comes from the forest. When we talk about rubber, tires coming from the forest. When we talk about the furnitures, again the wood comes from the forest. When we talk about any accessories which we use made up of wood, coming from the forest. When we talk about the fodder for the animal consumption, again coming from the forest. Shelter, medicines, all these things are the products of the forest. When we talk about soil, binding of the soil is done by the forest. So forest even helps in soil conservation. It also helps in preventing soil erosion. So ecologically also it is very important. When we talk about food, it is very much important. When we talk about our own accessories, things which we require from in day-to-day life, forest give us. So forest has variety of use, and if you want to classify the uses of forest, they can be classified broadly into these 3 categories. First one, productive function. Productive function means forest provides a number of products of economic use. Some of these are wood, fruit, resins, oils and medicines. Many medicines, many Ayurvedic medicines, we get it from the forest itself. When we talk about fruits, wood, now wood is like we have expensive woods. We have sal wood, which is very much in demand, and all these woods we can obtain it from the forest itself. When we talk about protective function, they provide shelter and protection for excessive cold, intense heat, drought, noise, radiations, and they also conserve water. There was an activity in one of your previous classes which said that if you plant a forest on a hill slope, once the water is moving from the hill slope, the amount of water which will leave after rains will be less. Why? Because plants, they help in binding the soil with the help of their roots. So in long run, they help in increasing the water table also, thus preventing the drought or a flood like condition. Even trees are very good protector, very good shield against noise also. If you have a busy road and our working area or a house falls in that area, if we plant a good number of trees between that busy road and our home or the working area, the amount of noise coming from the street will be drastically reduced. Why? Because plants or the trees, they act as sound absorbers. Next one, regulatory functions. They regulate water supply and floods by absorption and storage of water, and they also maintain soil moisture, causing rains and preventing soil erosion. Something like when we were talking about protective function. They are very, very important when we look from ecologically point of view, that if a big tree is there, naturally underneath that tree and little bit away from that tree also, the soil will hold moisture. Why? Because of the big canopy of the tree, because of the soil, because of the roots of the tree, that soil moisture will be conserved. When trees are there, definitely rains will be good. If trees are not there, the chances of rain will reduce drastically. And but natural, with the help of the roots, plant will hold on to the soil, thus preventing the soil erosion. This is a brief idea why we say forest is a natural resource. Thank you.